So here we're taking a look at the LGPE for 2017. This is Class M, three-part number one. We're going to talk about how to play this three parts open score hands together. So again, the first thing we're looking at is, of course, range and distance between the voices. If we look at it, we can see that, well, the voices are, again, quite close. So we have a lot of options in terms of, what hand can take what voice. Many times you can play this whole thing with just one hand. It's actually all of it's within an octave. So you could literally do this all with one hand if you really wanted to. But in this case, we're still going to divide the hands up a little bit. And so if you can reach everything, what's the next thing to look at? Rhythm. So we're looking for similar rhythms, because if you have similar rhythms, that means that hand can kind of feel the groups of notes together. So if we look at the very beginning, the left hand, well, the bottom two voices, bottom two tenor lines, share the same rhythms. And they also share the same rhythms to this point here. On bar 5, they also share the same rhythms. And at the end, they also share the same rhythms. If we look at the top two voices, you'll see there's some overlap sometimes. They share the same rhythm here and here, right? And of course, there are a few bars where all three parts share the same rhythm. So let's say that we decided then to go by this. We'll say, okay, we'll take this with the left hand. All the blue is the left hand, and maybe the right is yellow. Okay? That would certainly work for this. You could also choose to do some other derivation, of course, another way of breaking it down. Let's stick with this. So the right hand's pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at the right hand. It's just a 5-finger position mostly, right? In fact, all of it is. So if we just do 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then you have A and C sharp. This could just be 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right hand becomes very easy. It's just in this A position. Okay? All right. So now looking at the left hand. And this is where it can be a little tricky, because you'll notice that the hands are actually very much in the same position. They're kind of overlapping a little bit. So we look at the left hand. We could start with second finger, and these two A's are the same note, as is this, right? They're all the same note. Okay, so if you decided, you could literally not play that first note, but I think it makes sense to think of it as 2. That sets you up here for 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, like this, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But then here, because we are shifting down a little bit, I would actually recommend going to 1, 3 again. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, and then 1, 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we can do 1, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. This would be 1, 2, 3. Of course, this A also exists here, so it's going to feel a little weird. 4, and then 5, 3, 4, 2, and then 4, 1, like that. So the whole left hand looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.